Hey boo hey, it's Diva. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you for joining me today on the message that we're about to receive. I am super excited for the videos that we've been actually doing these past couple of days. They've been really informative to both me, myself, and for you, and I'm thankful for it. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Your girl is always here, baby. Do you hear me? All right, y'all. It's funny because I wanted to talk about the topic of, your family not supporting you. Unsupported family. I was reading today in 1 Samuel, and I looked into like the part where David wanted to fight for his fight in the army with his brothers, but they thought he was too small. He was asking like, what is the reward for somebody to do this, to take down the opponent? And his brothers came over like, well, why is you here? Don't you supposed to be over there raising the cattle, doing what you doing for your daddy? Because you too young and you can't do this. Many of you are dealing with family members or it doesn't even have to be family members. These are people that are under you that you have been around all your life, family, cousins, best friends from school. Excuse me. Some of you guys have been around people like this, and it lets you know that, sometimes you can't take those people with you, because listen, if David would have said, look, I'm just going to give up and go back to where they telling me to go, he decided to go to the king, y'all. The king. Who your king? Who is your king? Who your king, baby? Because listen, he decided to go to the king because listen, he knew that the king had a higher authority over them. So where if he wanted to do something, all he had to do was go consult with the king. It's crazy how, David was real young and small, but he had the ability to go and speak with his higher authority, the king, right? So he, like I said, he went to consult with the king, and the king was like, at first the king tried to deny him, like, nah, I don't think you're able to do this, but he had to tell him his credentials, baby. I've been out here in these streets doing this. I've been doing this. I've been out here doing this. I ain't just getting started. Because, some people realize that you have the potential to do certain things above them and win. But they feel like you're too small. You from a small city. Or you grew up in the same city as us and you think you can do this. You ain't even been out here in these streets like us. But see, little did they know that David was already anointed. So your anointing is way more powerful than most, and than those people around you. And sometimes you have to realize for yourself and wake up and know who the F you are. You got to know who you are and walk in your anointing, walk in your gangster in these streets, okay? Because listen, David knew who he was. He said, I've been out here slaying these bears. I've been slaying lions and tigers. And I ain't even had no weapon. The only thing I had was this stone, this rock to do it. A slingshot and a rock. Sometimes all it takes is a little just to get it done. Your business that you're trying to succeed in, the business that you're trying to grow, the family that you're trying to raise back up. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes our family falls, and we're trying to get them back on their right path. Sometimes all it takes is a small thing. All you got to do is consult with the king. But also have your weaponry. Have the word, speaking the word over your life, speaking the word over your family, over your finances and your business. And when they tell you too small, you ought to know that you ain't, because that anointing is way more powerful. Do you hear me? Don't let these people fool you like they tried to fool David. Because all they'll try to do is try to get you to stop what you're doing so that they can just say, you know what? I did that. But no, it's meant for you. I told you guys, a lot of you guys are breaking generational curses. You the curse breaker of the family. You can't let them stop you. Lo and behold, we know that David ended up slaying his opponent by himself with no armor on, only a slingshot and a stone. Like, that was it. If you feel like this is just a metaphor, oh well, it is for you. So if you don't feel like it's real, it can be just a metaphor for you. But just think about it. There are people who have risen out of their businesses, right? They have risen to the top. Top tier. Went from homelessness, went from Section 8, went from depending on the family that they thought they had, to rising up to greatness, having billion-dollar companies, having a whole family that is connected to the Most High and they tapped in. Having a car where they had used to be walking or riding a bike. People rise up, but it ain't always them depending on those people. Sometimes it takes you to step out of your comfort zone and just do it. You've been doing it. Why you can't do it now? You've been doing it. David knew he was doing it. It might not have been the same giant. It might not have been the same person or the same army. But he knew within his spirit that he was greater than that. Baby, you greater. Type in the comments, I'm greater. I'm greater. I'm greater. And at the end of the day, we all know that David became king. He was anointed, and he was anointed over his brothers. Even though he was small, he didn't have much. He still rose up, baby. And it took one man to notice it. It was one man that was connected to the king, to the Most High. Right? Who was that? Samuel, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It took him to listen to God, to the Most High, to say, you know what? Because even Samuel didn't really see it at first. He was like, he said, where are all your boys? He asked David's father, like, where's all of your boys? Because these ain't the ones. These right here, they look good. They smell good. They got the strength. They look like they strong and powerful. They look and got the stature of a king. But this ain't it. This ain't it. Everybody can't be where you at, because they ain't it. They not it. They're not being recognized by the Most High. They're not being recognized. It's you. So when David's father told him, well, I got a little boy back there in the back, he just be out there, kicking it. All he do is be in the streets, slaying these bears and stuff. He don't nothing. It ain't nothing. He ain't nobody. Because even the father didn't recognize his own son's gift. So some of your parents ain't even recognizing what you got. They don't see it. They won't see your potential until it happens. And sometimes that's what it is. Some of y'all be so caught up in wanting people to see what you got, to see that you're great. You ain't gotta wait on nobody. You ain't gotta wait on nobody. Because when he says something and he tells another person that you are the one, he gonna send for you. Just like Samuel went out there in the back, he got him. He said, yeah, this guy, the Lord Most High told him, yeah, he the one. He that dude, that's the one right there. Him? Oh, okay. Yeah, did nobody believe? It was unbelievable. And that's what it is about you. Like, you have all of this greatness within you, and you're able to rise up. You're able to get to the place of love, the place of helping people, the place of mentoring people, life coaching them, speaking over their life, being that person that people can look at and say, I'm inspired by them, so I want to be great too. That's right. So don't give up on that. You guys were amazing. The power is amazing. And I'm so thankful for y'all. Like, make sure you're hitting the like button, commenting. If you guys would like to give a donation or anything to this channel, you can use Super Chat. You can use Cash App, $DivaTV. Hit me up. Yeah, it helps the channel grow, y'all. I'm telling you, the things that we have coming on this channel are bigger. Like, we definitely got to help each other out. So I'm here to give you these amazing messages from the Most High, and you're helping me out. Thank you guys for those donations that you already been sending. Everything you need to know is in the description bar below. So hit me up. I'm blessing you. Bless my game. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, because you're going to defeat these foes. You're going to rise up into greatness, and you're going to keep pushing. Even when those people didn't see you, want to see you rise, just like with David and his brothers, they didn't want to see him rise. They said, you can't do this. Baby, you stepping over this and you rising up, and you better keep doing it because you anointed for such a time as this and you appointed. So you better keep rising up because you a star, and that's on period.